What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Easy. Guys, for tuning in. Actually, almost 80,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you guys so much. Wherever you guys are watching, tuning in, break room, if you're eating, sit down and enjoy the ride, because today is a special day. Guys, thank you guys so much. Wherever you guys are watching, tuning in, break room, if you're eating, sit down and enjoy the ride, because today is a special day. And for all the viewers out there that are watching, thank you guys. If you're tuning in, this is just for winter. I'm starting soon. I'm already starting right now. So it's literally October 5th, and it's around 8 p.m. and it's pretty gonna get cold tomorrow. So we're going to start the podcast, and just winter. Like I said, a lot of people are already putting questions in the comment. Oh, you're going to leave your business and you're going to just start podcasting. Like, you ain't got no job, and then negativity. Like, let's just brush it off. Okay. But I'm not going to stop my business. I'm literally just doing this on winter. As you guys know, last year I snowplowed and I recorded here and there with Ryan when I went with him and worked at the winter shop. So I want to do something different, still snowplow and record here and there with Ryan. Probably Francisco's going to be there too. So it's going to be more cool and more fun because we got a lot of things to do at the winter shop. And we could give you guys a one-on-one with me. And I got confirmation. Seriously, I got confirmed that Ryan could come into the podcast, and that's pretty sweet. Have Victory Outdoor Service is the one and only Ryan Tomich in here. As you can see, the Victory shirt, easy money. Go get it. Victory.com. Don't forget to go check it out. It's nice, stretchable. My belly fits right. If you're a big guy, get a little extra size. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, like I was saying, if he gets here, if we really bring him here, it's all up to you guys. Because I only have one little mixer. I need to get the one with the 3-4 mics so we could get probably Francisco and Ryan have a whole another level talk, and you guys are gonna get like, whoa, never even knew about this. So I'm pretty much giving you guys a little sneak peek or like more than a sneak peek type of thing, get to know me more from just a little 45-50 minute video, and you guys don't see everything. So this is why I'm trying to do this, see how it goes. I'm not aiming to be the next Joe Rogan or the next big thing. So I just want to give you guys something, keep myself busy in winter, and you guys are the feedback's really good. The feedback's coming really back good. Some of you guys are coming with negativity, and some of you guys are actually positive. And I thank you. I thank you for all the people that honestly are with me and watch the videos and want to see me, do more. And I'm doing it to you guys because you guys are all part of a family, the Easy channel. And thank you guys. We're almost at 80,000. We're 78 something right now. As we talk, and I feel grateful to be part of this and be part of Victory. So we're going to kick off the podcast. First question of the whole podcast videos. So this is the first one. This guy actually, he was the first viewer, and he right away put a question that I always been getting constantly, like on lives. Every time, I do a video here and there, it pops out. It's not the same guy, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this question, and I want to answer it because it's a good question. So the guy the username was BetTheBone8379. So we're putting in the video in the camera. You'll see right now. So shout out to you. He actually said, "How do you get into the concrete business?" Which is a great question to start answering right now. And I'm gonna start with a bunch of lies. Just playing. We're gonna start for real, just answering straight, 100%. Not back gonna back down. So how the heck did I get into concrete business? First of all, it was really hard to even find a concrete company that was hiring, because they normally don't want like new guys starting. They always want experienced guys, and I understand as a business guy now. I really understand now. But you got to give a chance to people that want to really do it. I finished high school. I quit that cleaning job, and I started working with my brother, painting with another guy at CertaPro, and we used to just paint houses. And it was weird because there was 2 houses across that I came across now that I work with Victory, and we painted those houses. And I remember the paint's still there, everything looks good after all those years. And it just reminded me of how crazy it is. I was young and I was painting a house around there, and now I'm pouring concrete with one of the greatest crew and greatest mentor, boss. So it was like, every time I just, I passed through the things that I'd done around before I even got here. Victory was like mind blowing. I was like, man, what the hell, the heck? How the heck did I even get here? Like, I never thought I was gonna do concrete like that. I had a picture in my mind. Okay, maybe if I do concrete, but like always, you have to have someone in the company or wherever, to get in. Basically, you had to have a reference, a good reference to get in those big companies. So, I had one because of my brother. So I don't want to extend it because there's more to the question. Being more into it, jobs. I had more jobs before I started working in concrete. But the last job I was doing before I actually started working in concrete was CNC. I was a CNC operator at Exonia. I think it was Exonia, Wisconsin. And we used to do parts for John Deere, all these international, all these parts from lawnmowers and tractors and a bunch of stuff. There was a bunch of stuff that we work on, and it was like on, like it was just fast paced all the time. You had to be moving. So if you're out there hustling like that, the only time you get to, break was like literally when something happened in the line, or the first guy messed up one part, got to get that part out, drink water real quick. That's like the only part that you stop. So I was like, I was already, going crazy. So, I told my brother, I was like, this ain't for me, man. Like, I like it. I was getting paid good money, like dollars, and I think, for myself was good enough at that time. I knew I wanted something better, but I didn't know how I was going to get it. And one day, we were already talking about quitting. Me and my brother, we were there for a bit, and it was just far drive. It was past Oconomowoc, and here from Milwaukee to Oconomowoc is 30 minutes. So it was an hour away drive and an hour away back. It was the people that we work with, there were people that were there for a long time. It was a little small town. So, the people there were nice. That we have nothing against no one, and they didn't have nothing against me or my brother. But we just wanted to do something else. He wanted to do something else. I wanted to do like concrete. I didn't want to do painting because I did that, and I never done roofing. So, respect to all the roofers, because I done roofing. Never mind. I take that back with Francisco, and it's something else. The roofing's not for me. Siding's not for me. Landscaping, no way. But concrete was like, man, yeah, I want to do it. But I didn't want to do union, construction, because it's different. I worked at curves and gutters and all that stuff before going to Victory. That's getting myself into the concrete. I was thinking already about it. I applied to 2 different companies. They never called me, obviously, because you need to experience at least 5 or 3. And I didn't even have none. So, I came across my brother one day before quitting. Like, that was way before quitting. And he asked me, he's like, oh, I got a friend that works in a concrete company, and they're hiring, bro. So, what do you think? And I was like, well, because he already knew. We talked about it. And he was like, oh, you're too skinny. I was really skinny. I was 110 production, 110, but yeah, 110. Yeah, I was like 110 and 120. Like, the wind could literally lift me up if the wind was like blowing so hard. I was really skinny. I even struggled to even move pallets and all that stuff. So now you see me. I'm 178, and I gained a lot of pounds. So I was in the same, I was weak. I couldn't handle all the work, but I was, trying. That's the best thing you could do, try. And I was just trying. So, I knew I had to like get built or a little chunkier to get muscle, to make that muscle back. But, I told my brother, yeah. Tell the guy, yeah. Because there was already a guy, I think, isn't that? I'm not going to say his name, but let's put Roberto. It's not his name, but Roberto was working there, and he told my brother. And then my brother said, yeah. I told him, yeah. Brother's just like, all right. You know what you're getting into? I was like, I don't know, to be honest. Because I didn't even have a clue how the heck concrete work, was. I didn't know what you need. I know you needed a hammer and a sledge and a pouch, but that's it. Tape measure. But that's it. I didn't know that you need mags and timing, and you work with a lot of things. There's a lot of things in concrete that you got to consider before you want to do things, There's a lot of things. So I didn't know, to be honest, nothing like that, what I was getting myself into. And I said, yeah. And then the guy literally texted my brother right away. He's like, well, go apply, and you probably start Monday. And I was like, damn, that quick. So, we pretty much resigned right away. The same day, like the last, like on lunch break, we told our supervisor, I was like, dude, we're going to quit. And he pretty much got upset. But what can you do, I didn't want to stay there. I just didn't see myself 15 years, 20 years just there, not progressing. There's nothing wrong with people working at factories. You could become top rank. But for me, my position, I did not like, me staying there. I knew I needed to do something. I wanted more, I wanted more. I was hungry. I'm still really hungry to go get it, so I went ahead and quit. The next day, which was, I think was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, I went to go apply, pull up, open the door, I look at the yard. I'm like, damn, well, they pretty much had everything gated, and you couldn't see nothing. You could only see like the back shop, and then some gates and some forms, and some wall forms, and whatnot. But that time I didn't know what the heck I was looking at. So I was just looking, checking the place out. So over there by it was pretty close to my house. Pretty much be walking to Milwaukee is like what 20 minutes. So I got there really quick. I have issue driving, or if I could have taken the street if I had a little hoopty that you can't trust to be in the freeway. But I went inside. And I remember looking at all the pictures they had hanging. They had a one with the boom truck and a wall truck, and like the form truck, the flatwork truck. And I remember, I did not know nothing. I seen some driveway pictures, some here and there, decorative concrete. I'm pretty sure we never did decorative in that company. So, I saw the paper, now hiring. I was like, all right, got the pen. Boom, they opened the side door. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, you're, can I help you? I was like, yeah. It's like, I came to apply. I know one of the guys in the flat crew, he's like, but I didn't know what flat crew meant. So he was like, "Oh, okay, what's his name?" And I was like, "Roberto." He's like, "Oh, yeah, I know him. All right, just put him down and fill it up and knock at the window once you're done, and then fill it up." Salary desire, I put 16 to 20. But obviously I got bad luck that time, and I got $16 or no, I got 17. They bumped me $1. So I got 17 out of it when I first started concrete. So if you're wondering how much they start, those companies that do new homes, and you start 17. If you do union, you probably start like at 30, 24, 25-ish. But it all depends. So that was pretty much commercial, residential, because we did houses, but it was, it was more like go, not like victory, what I mean? Like detail, hey, fix this, go back and do it, you know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't like that. So I pretty much turn it in, and the guy gave me right away the interview, and he told me, you got to go take the drug test like this, like that same day. I was already almost working, but I didn't have my steel toe boots, so they didn't send me. But he asked me, you want to go in the flat crew or the wall crew? And I was like, man, I don't even know what the heck he said. Like I didn't know, and I couldn't take my phone out and search it up because it was gonna be rude, The guy was talking to me, and I'm gonna be on the phone. He's like, this guy's gonna be on the phone all the time. I'm not gonna hire him. So I was talking to the GM, not even knowing. So I wasn't gonna be doing that. Pull out my phone and right away search it up, flatwork, walls, and I actually set walls. I don't even know why I set walls. A 5'6" guy trying to do walls, 9 feet tall, and everybody's giraffe size. No offense, but everybody's like really tall and really mean. Like really, you have to have tough skin. I'm gonna tell you this: if you want to go into concrete any type of construction, you got to know how to handle jokes and have a tough skin. Because let me tell you, it's not gonna be for you. Because it's for me it was. I'll get into it. So pretty much I said walls, and didn't even know what the heck I was literally getting myself into. So just he said to me, get a pouch, get a S-swing hammer. Don't get no shoe making hammer. Get a nice what do you say? I forgot what he just said. But he just said just get a nice little sledgehammer and a 22-ounce S-swing hammer for walls, because you said walls, and I was like, yeah, walls. I didn't even know what the heck. I still looked at him smiling. I said walls, walls, yeah, and I was like, oh my god. So I went to go take the drug test. The drug test, I actually passed it. I passed it. Obviously, I don't do no drugs, and I was a little younger, way younger. So, obviously, I wasn't smoking because I knew I wanted to get a better job. So past that, they called me right away. What was it? What is that? Is that Victory? Anyway, there was a lady that called me from the office. Sorry, guys. There was a lady from the office that called me. And HR. There you go. So HR called me. And she was like, yeah, you passed. And you got the job. So you start on Monday. And be there at this time. And we'll do orientation. And then they'll actually show me videos now, like the safety things and etc. And then you'll start work right away that day. So make sure you bring a jacket. And by that time already, it was being a little cold. It was getting like around this time. It was like around this time. So, get a jacket, hard hat. If you don't have one, we'll provide you for with one, or get some safety glasses and make sure you're layered up and ready to work. And I was like, okay. And she said, oh yeah, you're getting paid $17 an hour starting. I was like, all right. For me, that was like, whoa, way better than what I was making, like $2. But it was better. $2 is $2. So I was already excited, getting myself into the concrete business, not even knowing nothing. So first thing I did, I started right away to search a wall forms and all that stuff, wall crews. And I started, I was like, whoa, my God, right away I looked at the video and I seen the wall crews pouring it. I was like, what did I get myself into? I knew right off the bat it was going to be really hard. Like, 110 pounder guy trying to lift those 7 feet, 9 feet walls and putting those bushings and pins and all the way to the top. And it was a lot, trying to maneuver it, the wall to be right by the chalk line, so it could be straight. We pour the walls, because I didn't even know we pour the foundation too, put the drain system and sump pump and all that stuff, where everything was gonna go. And I didn't know nothing, I got myself into not even knowing what the heck I even got myself into. But I didn't give up. And the first day I got there, I was excited, a little scrawny kid. I look like a kid. If you guys think I look like a kid when I was in Victory, when I first started, damn, you guys should see when I was there. I look like a freshman. Like, for real, I look like a freshman. I was already out of high school. I was already 1 year out of high school. And, I still look like a 15-year-older. So, everybody was looking at me, obviously. Everybody was all big and really strong and big beards and deep voices. And I'm like, hello guys, oh, scrawny. I always kept my mouth shut though. I wanted to get to know guys and, for me, myself, feel comfortable and be me, actually be. I just don't like to show and right away, because you don't want to be that type of guy. So, I popped up and they were like, oh, you go with, Mike, the foreman. And I was like, all right. And then and then Mike introduced myself to everybody, and introduced myself to him, and then he took me back to the office for the orientation videos, and then boom, got the videos, knocked it out. Then they actually took me to lunch, which is crazy. I got lucky. I got lunch, and they took me to see what they were doing on walls. And the guy told me, you're not going to be working right now. We're going to see if we could get you to the other guys, because they're already taking the wall forms out. And I was like, oh, okay. They were stripping. So I was like, all right. I didn't even know what the heck he was saying. And I was like, so he took me in. And, he was a nice guy. But I knew it was going to get rough. So I got out the truck. And, you go to the job site. He said, put your helmet. Put your... You gotta, yeah. They right away gave me a sweater, shirt. So I put the sweater on, and I already had a jacket, but it was them hunting. This is true. I didn't even know where the heck to get construction clothes, so I just went to Walmart and got a bright orange hunting jacket. Put it on. Everybody was looking at me. It's like, dude, that's a hunting jacket. I was like, what the heck? I mean, you don't know. So. I had some. I'm gonna admit it. I had some Walmart boots, and everybody was just looking at me weird. But I didn't know what the heck I was doing. The guy just literally told me, "All right, just get to work," and I was like, "All right, okay, we'll go to work." So, first thing I did right away is just look around, see what I could do to make myself look busy. The first thing I did. Started picking up bushings and pins and not realize that the guys were putting them down so they could just grab them. So there was buckets, and I just picked them up, tried to put them back in the form truck, and I was just like, what the heck am I doing? The guys literally screamed at me, what are you doing, dude? Man, what the... You really just took all the bushings and pins? And I was like, well, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, man. Like, chillax, you know? And he was like, he called the foreman, and the foreman came right away. He was angry. Just put him back and come over here, and I'll show you. So pretty much they put me in the corner of the house. They were already going clockwise, so I was going with the guys that were setting up the top of the garage, because it was going from 7 feet to like 4 foot, or it was a 4 foot. It was 4 foot, so it was 4 foot or 6 foot. I'm not sure, but it went from 7 feet for sure. No, 9 feet. It was 9 feet, and then it went from seven or six, something like that. It was just those small forms, and I don't know what the heck to do. I told the guys, hey, can you guys show me how to lift these things up? Because I want to help you guys, and show me how the heck you put them together with those pins in the bush and etc. How to connect them, and how to put those steel things that go certain areas. So when you close it, that's the way the rebar floats on the. Sorry guys, I actually forgot the actual word for it, but there's like steel. I put a steel thing. The rebar goes on top, and the form goes like this. So they're like this across. And there's like a little circle, so you can put your rebar, and you just go as you go. You just put them every 3 feet up or 2 feet, something like that. But I remember I told the guy, hey, can you help me? Can you show me how to lift these things proper? Because, you could hurt yourself. You got to take them off the rack, put them by the, next to the next, pretty much dominoes, go. And just make sure you put them straight to the string line, he told me. And I was like, all right, you lift it like this. You grab it. There's 2 ways to lift it. But the best way to lift it for me, I know you're a little short guy, so talking for like, he was like a 6'8", to be honest, like 6'8", African American. So he was like, just lift it up, and best way to lift it up, grab it like this, put your shoulder right, put your back straight, lift up with your legs, not with your arm, lift up with your legs and your arm, support, balance it, go straight to it, drop it, boom, get the pin, boom, hit it with the hammer, boom, lock it, boom. Now go on top. And I was like, what do you mean go on top? He's like, go on top, man. No. It's like, he said, I look up and it was like 7 feet. I'm like, dude, you know how short I am? Like, you think I'm going to reach? How am I going to climb? He's like, well, you see those things? You got to like monkey bar it. And I fell. I tried it. I fell so many times, but I got the hang of it. I was jumping. I barely even. And then some guys, obviously the guys would see and laugh, and it's funny, but I can't do nothing about it. I was short. I struggled, and then some of the guys will actually help come and put them on. Excuse me. Put them on and help me out, but it was pretty. It was pretty hard. I'm short, I just, I didn't give up though. So we work ourselves, I got the hang of it. I was tired though. By the time I got to like the far end corner, and then we needed to put those, they're like this, they're like elbow. And I remember doing that. I remember putting those, this is pretty hard because you got a tight squeeze. You could barely even get the hammer in to put the bushing and pin, and try to tap it in. And if you put the pin like this with the head on the back, you barely got enough space to even hit it in. And if you put it like this, you got to put the bushing like that. You got to tap it you got to hit it hard. Sometimes it pop back up, so you got to be careful. You pop it, boom, you secure from the bottom, top, you work yourself up. You could work, whatever, however you want it to work, but they go like that, the little circles, and nice little radius for the corners. And that was in brick form, what I mean, brick pattern. So some of the basement, if you live in the suburbs and your house has like the walls with the brick design, we didn't have those. That was another company I worked for in the winter before I came back to Victory, which is another story I want to share with you guys later on. Another video though, but like I was saying, we didn't have those type fancy forms. It was just plain, just a plain wall, just plain. So, we just go. So there was no pattern. So, just put them, secure them. Then we had to put those. They were like holders for like 2x8s, 2x6 or 2x. I think they were 2x8s or 2x6. Either way, they had, you put them certain height, so when we pour, you could walk on top of the walls. That's that's how you secure it. You gotta put the board, obviously corner first, put it, and then you put the other one, and then you lift it up. And it was hard for me. I'm so short, and then you gotta tap them down to secure them, and so they could not bounce out. People not hurt themselves. So that was like sketchy. For me, I don't like doing that because I was so short, and I knew something could happen because you gotta, pretty much secure them down. So it's like an L, so it could, the wood could literally just get trapped in there, not move. So, you needed some weight. Some of the guys were like just going at it, lifting those big things. I'm 110, I could barely even lift and do things. I was struggling really, really, like a lot. God cares. So I was struggling like a lot. Sorry about that. But I was struggling a lot. But I didn't give up. Production, can you be quiet? So I was struggling a lot. And, I just didn't give up, And by that time, I was already with my wife. And she was feeding me good. I was gaining a little bit more weight. I was keeping myself more motivated. I was like, man, I'm getting paid a little bit. And I realized that later, and it took me a while before I left the wall crew. I liked it, but I didn't like it a lot. I lasted there for like 3-4 months. And then I told the GM again, I was like, you know what? Can I go in the flat crew? And he was like, I don't think we're hiring, but I could ask. So he pretty much asked all the guys if from that crew, because there was actually 2 crews, and both of the crews had to set and pour. So pretty much you set one day and then you pour the next day, just like here in Victory. But we will set a whole house job. So pretty much the basement, garage, and stoop we had to set up before the end of the day, so we could be ready for concrete. So we had to leave everything 100%. So I asked him. He said, yeah, the guy's actually Robert, the one that got me in, thanks to my brother. I'm saying this thanks to my brother. If you're watching this, bro, thank you. Thank you for getting me in the concrete, the world's best industry for me. Hands down. Thank you. But like I was saying, the guy that got me in, he said, yeah. The whole crew said, yeah. So right away the next day, he was like, all right, you need your mags. You need to, you just need your mags, your finishing tools. I'm like, I don't even know what the heck that is. Coming from walls, just doing walls and never even seeing how to do flat. And by that time, it's already like winter. So it was winter still. And I had to set up everything. I had to we had to tarp everything. It was like a lot of disaster. It was way harder in winter than summer. Just carrying that plastic around, putting tarps and putting hay on. It's a lot of things, you guys. If you guys do it, keep going. Don't give up. But if you guys don't, just giving you guys a little picture of how it was when I started in the concrete industry. And first job I pulled up, we were pouring a house. The foreman actually was the same name as Ryan. So I had another Ryan before Ryan, which sounds weird. He was my foreman. He was a cool guy, really, really tough skin. He will yell at you and straight to your face and tell you, what the hell you think you're doing? Like meaning, like, what the heck you think you're doing? And I was like, I'll be honest, I was like, I don't know, dude. Can you show me? He's like, yeah, I'll show you. And he was switches, like, it was funny. He would go happy to sad, like, happy to angry, I meant, real quick. So, I never had a problem after that, because I always wanted to do extra, and I always wanted to do more and learn. So I'm pretty sure he didn't have a problem with me. But there were some guys that he would yell at all the time when we would pour concrete. Man, oh man, I got in there. I seen the boom truck pulling up in the side of the curve, and I seen the thing just stretching, and I seen Ozinga. That's why I use Ozinga, because of them. So I seen Ozinga for the first time ever. Concrete truck. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And the guy was like, one of the guys, because it was they were Mexican, but they were just like, they were just like, they kept a distance. And so I had to tell Sean. Shout out to you, Sean, if you're watching. Thank you for all those nice memories with you. It was pretty cool. Showed me a lot. Rafa, shout out to you too. And Miguel, shout out. Yeah, so I asked one of them guys, and I was like, oh yeah, what do you need? What do we need? He's like, oh yeah, we need this, we need that. Come on, bring this, bring that, bring that. So I was bringing stuff. Didn't even know what to how to even use a tool or nothing. I was like, just bringing them, come alongs, strike offs, bow flow handles, bow flow, send everything up. I didn't even know what the heck they were. Like, for real, I did not know what was what for, and how to even call them. So I was just bringing whatever, and they was like, no, not this one, no, that way, no, it's not, up and down. I was like, man. And then we had to bring the machine down. That's how I learned how to machine finish. A lot of people don't know this, because Ryan doesn't say it on the videos. I mean, he did it once, but, not everybody, catches that. But in that company, we didn't hand wipe. I know how to hand wipe too. And, we pretty much machine finish. And yeah, we actually had carbon dioxide. We got a gas on the basement. That's pretty bad. But we had some of the times, sometimes we had windows, so we had to open them up. But all the time, we actually had to, put pretty much suck the air from outside and put it, throw it inside, so we don't get all poison and die and pass out. But we had our little, carbon dioxide detector on our necks. I always carried it all the time, because it saved my life, to be honest. And I've seen people pass out, for real. I seen my coworkers that back then when I worked there, some of them actually did pass out. They were good, they were okay, but it's pretty dangerous. So if you're doing all that stuff, make sure you got air coming in, clean air coming in, and all your windows are open. And who cares if the calcium, gets pretty cold? Just close it here and there when you're down there, just so you will be safe. Safety first, you know what I'm saying? So I know there's a lot of people that hand wipe, and then they pass one time the machine, and then they stop, and then just finish with the hand wiping. Because I work, like I said before, not this video. I'm gonna get into it in another video. When I left Victory and I came back, why I came back and all that stuff, all that good stuff, and explain to you what I was doing every day at the other company. So at this company, the one I was working when I first got into concrete, we hand wipe, and we didn't hand wipe. I mean, we machine finish, and we were getting the machine down, man, coming down the stairs, because there's a lot of ways you could put the machine down, but the stairs already were installed there all the time. That builder, Tim O'Brien and Viridian Homes, always had their stairs always set up. So we had a plastic all the way out top, put plastic, so it made it slippery if you had wet shoes or whatever, concrete on them. It made it really, really, really dangerous to carry that big thing. I could barely even carry it, and you had to lift it up. above your shoulders. Not above your shoulders, but basically when you put it up above your shoulders, above your waist. So mostly you just got to carry it, one person in the front, one person in the handles. And we had to take it down. And it turned out I had to help him, the finisher. And I was like, man, we're both short. He's a little chunkier and I'm skinny, and it puts me on the weight, the more heavier part. I'm like, dude, why'd you do that? So I dropped it. It almost killed me, but thanks to that step, 2x8 that was there, it saved the machine from falling to the top of my weights. But thing happened. We put it down, got up, brushed it off. We put it down in the basement, and the crazy thing is, this is for me was new. Everything that was coming towards me was new. So you see, guys, the back. Let's just imagine there's 2 walls here, which there is, but you got a little lip on top, like 2 inches or 3, this much width, and each corner you got the handles, and I'm actually gonna put a picture for you guys to know what I'm talking about. A machine finish looks like, and we pretty much hanged it. I'm trying my best to get a picture of a machine like that hanged, but we hanged them, and I was like, my first thing I was like, how the heck are we gonna put it down? Obviously, gullible, didn't know how the heck things worked there. For starting at walls, did not know what the heck I was doing. Now over here, I felt like clueless all the time. So, got everything prepped. Everything was 100%. Concrete was already there, and it had NCA, calcium, basically. So that was the first time I knew about calcium, but I didn't finish the basement because, everybody had already their finishers. They have 2 finishers, and then the rest of us had to go. Like, if you're a labor guy, you're going to have to go with the foreman and go set up another house job, get it ready 100%. So once we were done pouring the basement, which was crazy, we were done pouring the basement, then we had to go pour the stoop. It all depends on the finisher, the stoop or the garage with a step. It was a long pour. It was heavy. But thank God that the house we were at was only 10 yards of basement. It was pretty small. The price of that house was outrageous, man. I don't even know how people pay for that little square. But that was my first official pour flat. Seeing strike-offs, and I was using a come along for the first time, and we had to literally pull 6 feet or 7 feet or 8 feet. I don't remember. We had to pull, and the concrete was coming out stiff. Man, oh man, I worked out that day so bad. I got to the house, I knocked down to the spot, I knocked out, I was with my clothes and everything. I was so tired. And then I had concrete too. Guys, I had concrete all over my back because my I had to stand literally where the chute was at. And I guess, when they first start throwing concrete, it just spit it out like you're spitting. It spits it out right away. Boom. And it splashes me all over my back. My jacket's my orange jacket was total loss that day. It was bad. It was cold. I only had a little thin sweater, so it made it worse. I was really cold. Then we had to leave and set up another house job with no coat, man. I was so mad, and I kept working. I worked it out the whole day, but it was brutal. My first day pouring concrete, for the first time actually pouring concrete, and we got it knocked down. We went to the garage and, we knocked it down. I had to shovel, obviously, the truck could only get too far from the house because you got the roof and then the gutters and the siding and, the door. So the truck had to pull in, obviously you got all gravel in the driveway. Sometimes it's all dirt, whatever. There was gravel. We pull up all the way, we had to, roll up the plastic, put nails on top of the, just to hold the plastic, and pretty much have the truck there. Even with a shoe, you have to even get with all the chutes with the truck, you still got to get like an 8 foot chute with a stand, so you could get far enough to the farthest. Some of them they wheelbarrow, some of them like when we did over here, we did that way. You know, we put all the chutes, and then we put the 8 foot chute if we needed it, and with a stand, and we'll maneuver it here and there to each corner wherever you needed the farthest corner. So, you know, there was times it was just like, man, big piles. We were talking about 6 to 5 feet tall, and then you had to shovel it into the step. And that was my first time shoveling. That was like so brutal. I guarantee you guys that day I wanted to quit. I was like, man, I don't want to do this ain't for me. But, you know, I just kept pushing harder. I dedicated myself to this. I committed myself to this for real. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Let's see how far I get. I want this. I kept it in my head. I want to do something with this. I want to learn. I want to actually do something with my life. And actually, you know, I'm blessed enough that I'm talking to you guys directly through a camera, to your houses, getting to anywhere in the country you guys are at, tuning in from Puerto Rico, Mexico, Colombia, anywhere you guys are at. Saludos a toda la República Dominicana, todos los mexicanos, todos los boricuas, everybody that's watching Netherlands, everybody, all the races. Thank you guys for tuning in, and it's been amazing. You know, I remember I go back sometimes. When I want to give up still to this day, I just go back and I just smile because it's been a long journey, and it's more to come, you know. But it's been of a heck of a drive, you know, starting from where I started, you know, getting paid a little bit of money, now getting paid bigger bucks, you know, making more income, you know. I finally said to myself, it paid off, and it's gonna be paying off more. But, you know, everything takes time, so don't rush things. You know, take your time. And, you know, that's how I got myself into the concrete, thanks to my brother and thanks to the guys that were working there. And I always gave it 100%. I started like pretty much like everybody that never had experience in concrete. Straight labor when it was about to do everything. Then concrete when you were poor. Straight, just strictly just come alonging and taking out shoots, 14, 12, 16 shoots, footers out. It was heavy. You know, so excuse me for my son. He's all far away, but either way, you know, all that stuff, you know, it was heavy. I would be sore for weeks, want to quit right away. I worked myself up to mastering, I could say this, mastering calcium, mastering finishing, mastering the machine. It took me a while, and then like everything else, all the patterns, all finishing a basement and a stoop at the same time. Timing is the most important thing in finishing. Your timing is the most important thing. And getting it flat, nice, finished broom, everything is all timing. And all the effort you put in, dedicated to it, you know, make it known, you know, this guy finished this. You already know by looking at this guy finished this thing. Does amazing work. That's how I thought, you know, I still think that way. You know, I want to do best at every time. There's times that, you know, did I lose a concrete? Did I ever lost when I was working there? I almost lost one. Not gonna lie, it was a hot summer day. Calcium was at 2%. And I did lose a square by the window because it was just burning it. You could see it though. You really could see it, but you know, they passed it. They weren't, you know, it was gonna get covered, so they didn't care. But you know, I learned that day, and I never did it again. And obviously, you know, that's how I got myself into the concrete. You know, I just started like everybody else, like a laborer, worked myself up to to Magging and then Finisher, Pro, everybody. Some of the guys that I started with left, they, some of them, they left and started doing, working for another company. Some of them retired, and, it was fun. I learned a lot doing, new construction. I learned now it's like a win-win. I see it now. If I don't get no work, I know I could go to a builder and I could pour you the whole thing because I already know what the heck I'm doing, and I could train my guys, and but it's all time consuming. Like it's all I don't want to jump into that right away. I still want to be part of this Easy Money crew. It's another different level. Me working from other companies and coming to Victory is so different. It's a nice environment. Ryan's a great boss. Teach me a lot. Teach not just me, all the guys. Things, and we all teach each other things. But I take it. Not coming from other companies. I really like working at Victory. There's hard days everywhere, any job, but I love my job. I like going in there and having a great time pouring concrete, and it does come across my mind every time when I walked in that door, and I just never gave up. And it's crazy. I laugh because I'm blessed, and I'm grateful for all the opportunities Ryan gave me, and I just want to put it out there too. People think I started doing side work when I was working with Ryan, but no, I was already doing side work, already working here when I was already pro level, let's say level 3, because that's how they describe me, level 3, because there was level 1 labor, and you work yourself level 1.5, and so I was already top one of the top finishers paid, and I knew my thing, so I was doing sidewalks, little things, I was already working, but that's another video to tune in. Explaining myself, how I got into the real business of actual having my business from concrete. So, I was already working there. Let me just put it out there. I was already working at the company where I started pouring concrete for the first time, and I was already doing little side jobs on Saturdays and Sundays, and somehow pour them on throughout the day. Whenever I got a chance. But it was brutal, really brutal. So we had 10-hour days, 11-hour days. It wasn't like here in Victory. We get here and there. Sometimes we get out really early, and it got enough time to work side jobs and whatever, But it was just different. It was a different environment. I learned myself a lot, and I quit. We're going to jump into that next question. What's coming up next? So stay tuned for the next podcast video. What happened when I quit? Lasted there for 3 years and a half, almost 4. And I quit. And they let me go, by the way. But I say I quit. But they let me go. I don't know why. They're already letting some of the finishers go. I knew I was next. I was there for a while. So I knew I was next. I mean, money-wise, whatever, budget-wise, whatever, you never know. Try to save the company a little bit extra money, I guess. But, they let me go, and I left. And I want you guys to stay tuned for what the heck I did next, because it was like jaw-breaking. And I'll explain that to the next podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for all the comments. Please, you got any questions, leave it on the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you forgot to hit the notification bell, don't forget to hit it. So hit it. And I'll just see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. You guys got any questions? Like I said, leave it in the comment section. Support, share, whatever you want to do it. Thanks for all the support wherever you guys are watching. Shout out. If you want me to shout you out, please leave a comment. Anything you want to talk about, leave it in the comment section. But we're going to talk about what the heck I did in the next episode when I quit. It gets really interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Easy E is out. Don't forget to go check out the Victory Outdoor Services store. Get whatever you want. Hats, jerseys, t-shirts, I meant. Jerseys like we play sports. I wish we play sports in Victory. It would be cool. But either way, get your shirts, whatever. You can't get this tracksuit because this is only exclusive stuff. Drink water, don't drink soda. Stay healthy. Keep pushing hard. Keep working hard. If you got anything in mind, just go for it. What can you lose? God bless everybody. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Easy is out. Podcast is over. Enjoy your day. Thanks for all the comments, all the subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Your host, Easy is out. Adios. Have a great day.